Long before the names of warrior kings and colonial conquerors echoed across Africa's open plains, one name rang like a thunderclap in the lands of northern Nigeria: Amina. A woman of unmatched bravery and military brilliance, Queen Amina of Zazzau shattered every traditional expectation of her time. Her legacy is both a celebration and a defiance of gender roles, of imperial intimidation, and of historical obscurity. Born in the mid-16th century, Amina's life was a resounding call to arms in an age when women were expected to wield influence behind palace walls, not upon the battlefield. But Queen Amina was no ordinary woman. She was forged by royal blood, trained in warfare from a young age, and determined to expand and protect her kingdom with all the ferocity of a seasoned general. Zazzau, now known as Zaria, was one of the original 7 Hausa city-states, Hausa Bakwe, in what is now northern Nigeria. It was a flourishing city of commerce and culture, nestled in a region that connected sub-Saharan trade networks with North Africa and beyond. From childhood, Amina was exposed to the regal intricacies of court life, diplomacy, and leadership. Her grandfather, Saken Nohir, had been a well-respected ruler, and her father, Bakwa of Chronicle, further cemented the family's royal pedigree. But it was not courtly life that appealed to young Amina. Drawn to the clang of swords and the call of war drums, she chose the warrior's path. Even before her reign, Amina became a respected military figure, accompanying Zazzau's cavalry on military campaigns and earning the admiration of both her soldiers and her adversaries. When her father died around 1566, her younger brother Karama assumed the throne, in accordance with succession norms. Amina remained an active military leader during his reign, and when Karama died a decade later, the people of Zazzau had only one rightful candidate in mind. Amina was crowned queen, and the entire kingdom watched as history prepared to write. From the moment of her coronation, Queen Amina made her intentions unmistakably clear: she would expand Zazzau's borders beyond anything her predecessors had imagined. It is said that within 3 months of becoming queen, she launched her first military expedition. Her campaigns were not random acts of aggression but strategic moves designed to secure key trade routes, command tribute from neighboring cities, and project the power of Zazzau across the region. Her army was among the largest ever commanded by a woman in African history, reported by chroniclers to have included as many as 20,000 infantry and 1,000 cavalry troops. Amina's military genius lay in her use of advanced military tactics and fortifications. She was one of the first leaders in West Africa to build fortified walls around conquered cities, a practice that became standard in Hausa architecture and urban planning. These walls, called Ganuwa Amina, or Amina's walls, were a lasting testament to her reign. Some of them still exist today, their ruins stretching across parts of northern Nigeria as echoes of a powerful past. Through her campaigns, Queen Amina expanded Zazzau's territory to an unprecedented scale. She brought regions as far south as the River Niger and as far west as the borders of Mali under her influence. The wealth of Zazzau multiplied under her rule, thanks to increased control of trade in gold, salt, kola nuts, and slaves. Zazzau became a hub of prosperity and military prestige in the Sahelian corridor, commanding fear and respect from both allies and rivals. But Queen Amina's influence went beyond the sword. She was a shrewd administrator who ensured that the territories she conquered remained integrated within the Zazzau state. She required tribute from vassal states, reinforced her authority by stationing garrisons of loyal troops, and invested in building infrastructure that supported trade and communication. In many ways, her empire was not just a military machine, but a structured political network that maintained Zazzau's supremacy long after her campaigns ended. The queen was also a symbol, a mythic figure whose legacy resonated far beyond the battlefield. In a deeply patriarchal era, Queen Amina stood as a defiant figure, wielding power not as a consort or regent, but as the sovereign. Her reign challenged assumptions about what women could do, not only in Hausa culture but across much of pre-colonial Africa. Oral traditions and historical texts preserved her legend, describing her as a woman as capable as a man and, in some versions, a woman superior to most men. However, the legacy of Queen Amina is not without complexity. Some oral traditions and colonial records, though often romanticized or flawed, describe her as a ruthless conqueror who ruled with an iron fist. Tales abound of her demanding submission from defeated rulers and, in some accounts, taking lovers from among her captives before having them executed to ensure secrecy and avoid political scandal. While these stories are difficult to verify and may be tinged with misogynistic or mythological overtones, they contribute to a portrayal of Amina as both revered and feared. The records surrounding Amina's death are inconsistent.